We're going to just give a real quick punting tutorial here. Like I said, most kids think it's just an act of getting out there and punting. That's why if you really look around high schools, and I watch this a little bit, right, because I consider myself a kicker slash kicker coach, or I should have been way back in the day. But there ain't too many high schools that have kids that can kick the football, mainly punting the football. And there's some kids that you see that are giants that are kicking the ball, net of 20 yards, whatever.
Yes.
So I hope somebody watches this. I'm going to try to work with some kids this spring, maybe this summer, and I have my son involved in the same thing. But realistically, all punting is a technique that must be repeated. Just like if you want to be a D1 quarterback, if you think throwing spirals one day a month is going to get you a D1 ride, well, you're mistaking yourself. If you just want to play football for fun, that's fine. But stuff like this is a specialist role by all means, and this will take you probably maybe 6 months to a year if you do it like 3 times a week. And I just say that because, like I said, I'm a self-taught guy, and I still have issues with spiraling. And you want, obviously, everybody in D1 ball or in NFL wants the ball to turn over, which is the ball coming up and then nosing back down, which is very hard. It's all about the drop, right? So to cut it short here, what we're just trying to teach you is take your time, stretch out, right? I have my kickers take the 1 step, stretch, right? 1 step, kick, right? Your head should be able to go above your head, 1 step above your head, right?
Walk.
Obviously you're locked here. A lot of kids are kicking this way. That's when you get the tumble football. And obviously you want to point that toe there. So the bone of your foot, which I'll show you here, the bone, right? The outside bone of your foot is going to hit the belly of the ball, which obviously when it comes off of that, you get the spiral, right? Belly of foot, bone of foot, I like to call it, on the belly of the outside of the ball is going to give you that trajectory and that beautiful. It all starts with the drop, which of course is the, what would you call it, the normal everyday handshake, right? Middle fingers on the middle seam of the football here, as you want to see. And obviously the ball will be pointing at about 11 o'clock. I like to do it a little less. I like to find the ball. Therefore, I'm kicking the belly of the ball with the bone of my foot here. So it's obviously it's going to come off at a trajectory. But it's all about the drop. You should be doing this at least, if you have the time, of course, and you're serious, I would do 30 to 50 of these every day, right? I always call it the pizza's hot, right? So here it is, and my dad wants a piece of hot pizza, so I'm just gonna drop it on his plate. It's not a lift and throw. A lot of kids throw it up. That's where you get the tumble. Right here, Dad, you want pizza? It's hot, right? It's a simple drop, handshake, drop, right? And obviously you'll see guys in D1 in college that will drop this ball and it'll bounce and they'll basically walk up the sideline and play catch with it. It's all about the drop, right? You want your shoulder, right? A little bend in the shoulder, get the football.